In this Alignmix how-to video, you will learn how to change the color of your territories, districts, and regions. There are many ways that you can change the colors, and I'll cover all of those ways in this video. The first way is to click on the Recolor Tool. And when you click on that Recolor Tool and then click with the left button on your mouse on a territory, it'll toggle through all the colors that are in the currently set palette. To change the color palette, you simply click here on the Map tab and then select one of these color palettes and all the colors will change. But by default, it'll typically be set to this first one right here under Primary. If you click this arrow here in the bottom right, there's a lot more options that you can choose from. There's even one setting here in the bottom left for those that are partially colorblind, so you'll be able to see where your territories are. But let's just set it back to our default color and click back on the Home tab. If you're using any of the other tools, so let's say we have the Pan tool, and you click and hold R on your keyboard, that'll toggle on the Recolor tool, so then you can continue changing the colors of your territories by simply holding the R button on your keyboard. You can also use the Radial tool by right-clicking on a territory, and then you can click on Color. This will allow you to choose colors that are outside of your color palette. So you can choose from any of these basic colors, custom colors, or use this field right here to pick any custom color, or you can type in those hex numbers here to get your custom color set. So now let's click here on Cancel. Another way to change the colors of your territories is to right-click on a territory and click on Properties. And here you can see another little color box. So you click here and you can choose a different color for that territory and then click on OK. The final way of changing your colors is to open up a new tab and let's go to a Table and Territory table. And from here, you can use the color column here to double click and then you can choose a different color for each one of your territories this way. It's a bit more difficult to use this view because you're in the table view and you're changing colors that are only viewed on that first tab. So now let's click on Cancel. All of these methods are also used to change the color of your districts. So here we've got our District tab open and you can click here on the Recolor tool and you can toggle through all those. And just like before, if you hold R on the keyboard, it'll toggle through that Recolor tool and you can click and click and click and change all those colors. The same applies when you right-click, click on Color, you get that color palette, and the same thing when you go to District Properties and you can change it that way. You can also use the District table to change the colors the same way as we did in the Territory table. If you have regions created, all of those ways of changing colors will also work at the region level. And there you go. You've just learned how to change the colors of your territories, districts, and regions.